Action! Hello everyone, today I'm going to be answering your questions, and I'm really excited because I feel as though you guys truly took the time and effort to think of some really engaging and just thought-provoking questions that you've been curious about for a while now.
If you nut in tracer and she recalls, what happens to the nut? Does it go back in your dick?
Okay, never mind.
How old are you?
I'm 19, turning 20 in a few days on June 22nd, but I'm not asking you to get me a birthday present or anything, so...
What's your favorite color?
Green.
What's your real name, and where you from?
My name, which is French, is Philippe. I'm gonna spell it out so you guys don't butcher it in the comments. Philippe. And I'm Ecuadorian, but I was actually born and raised in New York City.
How tall are you? How are you supposed to say that? Like, what does that express? I know it's excitement, but confused excitement? How tall are you? Like, I don't really know, man. I'm just gonna give up on that.
I'm somewhere in between 5'9" and 5'10".
How did you get your name?
So I used to go by Z Philippe Z, which is basically my name, but, surrounded by Z's, and it was pretty crappy, so I needed a new name. And my channel description used to be Bringer of the Ill-ish. Ill being cool, and then ish being stuff, like another way of saying shit, like bringer of cool shit. And it turns out, like, one day I was just bored, so I looked up ill-ish, and it turns out the ill-ish is actually a fish. So I was like, wait a minute, why don't I just call myself Phish, except spelled with a PH? Because my real name is spelled with a PH, except it has that F sound. So at this point, I'm only going by the name Phish. But it just so happens that there is another popular band with the name Phish, spelled with a PH. And I needed to kind of change my name up a bit, because I didn't want to have the same name as someone else. So one day I was playing competitive TF26s, which for those of you who don't know, it's like 6v6, and on each team there's usually 2 scouts, 2 soldiers, 1 demo, and 1 medic. And I was playing scout, and I had all my cosmetics painted white, and my other scout actually had the same exact cosmetics, except they were painted black. So we made a little joke, oh, we're Salt and Pepper. So for that one game as a joke, I changed my name to Salty Fish, and it pretty much stuck, and now I'm still known today as Salty Fish.
When will the weekly content come back? Gotta really emphasize that come.
So for those of you who might not know this, if you just subscribe to the channel or something, I went months without making videos, and that's because I had been in college, and it was hard to do YouTube in college at the same time. But now I'm back, so the weekly content can hopefully return now, starting now. I'm gonna try to get out at least 1 video a week. Hopefully I can do that over the summer.
What microphone and chat service do you use?
I use a Blue Yeti microphone to record my voice, and I use Discord. You should totally click the link to my Discord server in the description. I'll probably be in the voice channel every now and then whenever I'm bored or something.
What is the question you've been asked the most for this Q&A?
So I got a lot of questions about Lucio in general, but the one that popped up the most was what I think of the new Lucio change. It's not really new anymore, but I like it. I like how they got rid of the whole idea that Lucio just has to exist to be healing or speeding his teammates. I like how they made it so he has more mobility, and he actually has to use the wall ride or the speed that he gets when he jumps off the wall if he wants to get close enough so that he can actually heal his teammates that might be far away or something like that. And they also buffed his damage, which, is a +1.
Yo, Phish, what was your first video game you ever played?
I might be wrong that this was the very first video game that I played, but it was called Bugdom. It was a computer game that went on a CD, and it was about you were a little beetle that had to take back your kingdom, hence the name Bugdom Kingdom, yeah. And I've never been so terrified of human feet before. What a great game.
How's Pepper?
She's still just the fat motherfucker that she's always been. No, but for real though, she's just doing better than ever.
What do you think about that Zilbrad unlocked the achievement in 1 game of playing Lucio?
So for those of you who don't know, Zilbrad actually got the Floor is Lava achievement, but he didn't get it legitimately, okay? He asked people to stand still so he could wall ride and kill them.
Is this it? Is this the Floor is Lava achievement? Huh? Huh? Yes! Oh, that was so fun! Hey, Salty Fish, you salty? Oh!
No, I'm definitely not salty about that at all. And I think that's pretty obvious why I'm not. Here, just look at the footage of both of us getting the achievement side by side.
Yes! Oh, that was so fun! What a journey that was, there was so...
Favorite Overwatch ship, go.
That's a hard one. Give me a minute, I really have to think about that one. Maze Snowball and Symmetra's Turret.
Can you tell us more about your swimming life? I'm curious as a swimmer myself.
I swam for 3 years in high school, but those years were all a joke. All the practices were not even close to being somewhat hard. Luckily though, things changed when I went to college and joined a swim team that actually pushed you enough to get significantly faster. And since my high school team was such a joke, I never really learned how to do breaststroke or fly, so right now I only stick to freestyle and backstroke events. And, what else is there to know? I've always breathed to my left side when swimming freestyle. I just don't know how to properly breathe to my right side. If I try to do it, I'll drown. Swimming is great in general. It got me into really great shape, and I personally think that I have a pretty rockin' body.
Who do you dislike the most out of your gaming friend group people?
So I completely understand why you picked Annie as your profile picture, but the answer to that question is Flinko.
When will you play Minecraft with me?
When are you getting that Twitch sub button?
Not a little... Try that again. Okay. Not a lot of you guys are actually aware of this, but I do have a Twitch account that I have streamed on in the past. And it's not like the link to my Twitch is in the description of every single one of my videos or anything. No, but seriously, I don't want a sub button on Twitch at the moment. I would just feel bad if people were subscribing to me when I don't even have a consistent streaming schedule. And there's a bunch of stuff that I have no idea how to set up for my stream. Like, cool animations that pop up whenever I get a subscriber or a follower or a new donation. Or emotes. I just don't have any custom-made emotes that you would get in the chat if you were to subscribe. And I also want to have like a music playlist where you could always see on the screen what song was playing. And these are probably really easy things to have or to just set up, but right now setting up my stream is not one of my priorities. I'll probably focus on that later in the summer.
Have you considered going to twitch.tv/probably an ACF? Yeah, that's right, you have, because he's great. He's the best. Everyone knows.
Alright, that's enough.
What golden weapons do you have?
I only have a gold weapon for Lucio and Reinhardt, and that's mostly because I just don't play competitive that much. Last season, however, in like 3 or 4 days, I solo queued and somehow climbed from rank 2,900 to 3,840. I went on the biggest winning streak ever, and then I stopped playing, I lost 2 games, and then I just decayed all the way back to 3,161. But yeah, now that I'm off of school, I'll definitely have more free time to play competitive, and I placed in Diamond this season, so hopefully I can climb back up to Masters, and maybe if I'm lucky, even Grandmaster. But I have no idea what my next golden weapon will be, but I'll probably put up a survey on Twitter or something, so you guys can decide for me.
Have you ever tried to have sex with a girl by mentioning yourself?
Yes. And did it work? Yeah. No.
Have you met any of the people you play with IRL? Salty Mimi.
No, actually, all the people that you hear in my TF2 and Overwatch videos are people that I only know online and have never met in person. There's no one that I'm close with online that lives near me or in New York, but my friends that I know in person know about my YouTube channel, and some of them are interested in being in my videos, so expect that in the future.
What is your favorite video that you have made? Also, what is your favorite video by another YouTuber?
My favorite video that I've ever made would have to be the Source That Is TF2 Center Part 1. For those of you that don't know, Source means serious, or seriousness. So the seriousness that is TF2 Center, blah blah blah. I'd say it'd have to be my favorite video because it was when I first started making these funny moments type of videos. I used to just upload one clip and call that a video, and just upload that to my channel, but the Source That Is TF2 Center Part 1, that was when I started transitioning into making more edited and longer videos, and that was one of the first TF2 videos that I made that grew in popularity because of how well done it was made and how funny it was. And as for my favorite video made by somebody else, I wouldn't say that I have a single favorite video on YouTube since there's so many good ones out there. But one video that I can think of off the top of my head, it's an SFM animation, and it was made almost 5 years ago. It's called Ping 5.0 Ballad of the Gibbous. It's basically the whole reason I use the fancy fedora as my spy hat, which ended up becoming the profile picture that I use for everything.
Will the Source That Is TF2 UGC be coming back, or are you done with TF2?
So I used to play Spy on a TF2 UGC Highlander team called GN. That team disbanded, RIP Veloxinium, and I never took the time to look for a new team that I could try out for, so right now I'm just a sub for a team, which means that I won't be playing in every game, which also means that I won't have enough footage to make a whole new Source That Is TF2 UGC video. I definitely want to become a main on a new team in the future, but just don't expect any UGC videos this summer. And it's not that I'm done with TF2, it's just that I'm through... It's just that it's so hard to speak English sometimes. It's just that the game has been out for so long and they're not updating it. And I understand why they're not updating like a game that's almost 10 years old at this point. But, you know, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be making just more Overwatch videos than TF2 videos.
What made you want to start YouTube? And who do you look up to for YouTube?
Years ago, I used to be obsessed with player-created custom games in Halo Reach, and having huge parties of people playing on the most absurd maps you could think of. People are probably thinking right now, Halo Reach was trash compared to the older Halo games, but it's just that it was so much easier to make custom maps in Halo Reach. So one day when I was looking for cool custom maps to download online, I came across this guy named God's Regret. It's a really edgy name, I know, but trust me, he's a chill guy. He made the coolest custom maps, which mostly consisted of racing maps where you would go against each other in a mongoose. They were the crappiest vehicles in the game, but they were perfect for racing. But yeah, he showcased all of his maps on his YouTube channel. I watched every single one of his videos, and he was my idol. So I wanted to do what he did and make Halo Reach videos, but I didn't have the equipment to record my Xbox because that stuff is expensive. Instead, I used the budget that I had to get a recording software for my computer, which was just a free trial, of course. And then began my YouTube career, making a bunch of crappy Minecraft videos. And I'm so mad at myself, though, because I deleted a bunch of those videos back when I was 13 and just punching the crap out of every creeper that I saw. Can you imagine seeing 13-year-old Salty Fish doing that? Actually, I went by Felipe 1000 at the time, but still, that would have been awesome to see that, and those videos are now gone forever. Sorry I talked about that for a while. As for people on YouTube that I look up to, Germa985 has always been someone where whenever I see he uploads a video, I click on that instantly. He is so funny. I love his videos.
Why are you in doubt at the end of every video?
So for a while now, I've been ending my videos with a plain white Arial text that says, "When in doubt, end video." This is actually a joke I kinda stole from my friend back when I was 14. I used Skype to talk to everyone online instead of Discord or Mumble. And Skype works so one person is the host of the call. So when that person hangs up, the whole call is cut off. This made it really easy to abruptly end a whole conversation. And my friend basically created a meme out of this. So whenever he was a host and ended a group call, he would say, "When in doubt, end call," and then he'd just hang up, even if people were in the middle of a conversation. And I used it because before I didn't have an outro, and this was a very easy way to abruptly end the video. So instead of "when in doubt, end call," it became "when in doubt, end video."